here's something awkward in the story. I kind of did have a sugar daddy, all right. At the moment, I didn't think it was like that, but that's definitely what it was. See, in high school, me and my friends were big into Xbox. Like, we were some Xbox gamers, okay? We all wanted to be FaZe Clan, Billy Bob 420, Miley Cyrus, Sniper. All of us were super into FaZe Clan and Xbox. And because of that, we kind of had made our clan and were convinced that we were going to become the next big trick shotters. We all had our Elgato. We would spend hours and hours every Friday night, like, just chilling in six-man trying to hit trick shots on Call of Duty. I know most of that wasn't English to a lot of you, but let me put this in perspective. Me, big nerd, no girl likey. Me, big, nerdy nerd. Nerd, no friends. And me and my friends that I would play Xbox with took our clan stuff pretty seriously, and I was like the leader of the clan. And most people at school like knew it existed because we were pretty cringe. We would brag about it. All right, in retrospect, I can understand why I got ditched on by my homecoming date. Okay, I was a bit of an Xbox nerd. I'm not even going to cap. And we were pretty nerdy, but most other nerdy kids would ask to join our clan or like ask to be a part of our trick shotting team, and we thought it was pretty exclusive. Like I thought we were pretty dope. You know, I thought we were going to be the next FaZe Clan, and I'd be like, well, you'll have to try out. And there was this new kid that came to our school who was like apparently super into Xbox, and I had a class with him. Me and him started talking, and he actually seemed like a pretty chill dude. And I asked if he wanted to play Xbox with us. Next thing you know, every night when we were logging on to play Xbox, he was logging in and joining our party. So he ends up joining our trick shotting team, and he starts telling us that his dad like owns a gaming company and can sponsor us and like get us cool stuff and all this free stuff. And we're like, yo, that's dope. Are you serious? And he's like, yeah. And this should have been red flag number one, because our YouTube channel only had like maybe 2,000 subscribers on it, okay? Like, it was a trick shotting channel, and I'm pretty sure half of the subscribers were us on all of our accounts. Like, it was definitely not anything that a businessman would want to sponsor. There was no way anyone with an actual business mind would ever want to give a sponsorship to a channel with 200 subs that was a bunch of lame kids in high school spinning in circles on Call of Duty. But he tells us that he can. And he says that his dad has sponsored us and that we're all going to get new monitors. And at the time, most of us were playing on TVs. This is like back in the day when monitors weren't really super common for gaming. Now, most people game on a monitor, like a lot of people do. But at the time, you know, it was just like Modern Warfare 2 on the Xbox 360. So monitors weren't super common. And we're like, yo, that's sick. And sure enough, one day at he asked for everybody's address. And I got two. Most of my friends got one, and he got two. So we were like, dude, that's crazy. Like, we actually have a sponsor right now, alright? And there were 12 people in our clan, and everybody got at least one monitor. I ended up getting two, which, I mean, made me think that this is legit, because that's what, at the time, $2,000 to $3,000 worth of monitors that kid had just dropped on us. And then he started making demands. He's like, yo, my dad says that we have to release a montage on these dates, or he won't sponsor us anymore. And, like, I don't know why. In retrospect, it was super obvious that this was just not legit. Like, it doesn't make any sense now. But at the time, I was like, yo, I got a monitor. We're sponsored. His dad wants us to release this montage. Like, sick. Awesome. So I'm playing on our monitors for whatnot, and we're just having a good time in this little clan, and we're just, like, having a good time. And on Xbox back in the day, it cost you $10 to change your name. You guys know that. I'm probably still the same today. I'm not really sure. Like, I've never really changed my name on Xbox Live before, but back on Xbox 360, you had to pay $10 to change your name. And like I said, we had 12 levels. I wanted to use the name, man. I wanted to change the name to this. Like, through my dad's sponsorship, he said you need to change your name to this. And I was like, all right, well, you're going to have to give us a little bit to get everybody enough money to change their name. He's like, no, I'll pay for it. And on the spot, he paid $120 for everyone to change their name. Like, everybody changed their name right away, and I was like, wow, that's incredible. And, you know, back in the day, recording gaming was pretty hard. Like, Elgato and GameCap and, like, all that stuff was pretty rare. There were a bunch of kids in our, like, clan that didn't have Elgatos, and, like, the old Elgato that only recorded at 30 frames per second, which was getting outdated. Like, basically, to record gaming stuff back in the day was a bit of a pain in the butt. And new capture cards, the ones that were super HD quality, cost in the ballpark of $200-300 a piece. And sure enough, he buys 12 of them. So at this point, if you're kind of keeping track, he's in the ballpark of $6,000-7,000 that he spent on us, like a week of joining our little trick shot. And even I'm like, wow, we're not making any money on YouTube right here. Yeah, but that's crazy. Everybody getting, you know, everything that they needed, the capture cards, everybody getting whatever they wanted in terms of like their name changes. This guy was basically buying monitors, everything we needed to be like a super serious gaming team. Which, like I said at the time, I don't know why I wasn't super suspicious, but it was around this point that I started to get fishy. I'm like, why is his dad giving him all this money? Like, where is he getting this from? That's weird. And also, I had never talked to his dad, alright? Like, I've always Elgato's keep getting monitors. I was like, whatever. I guess his dad just isn't really busy. He seems really busy. Won't talk about it. And we get all this stuff. Everybody's behind us. Obviously, it's popular. I mean, he gives you, $500 worth of technology a week after you know him. Is obviously seems like a really nice guy. Like almost too good. Like, wow, this is super weird. Why wouldn't his dad be playing face plan? It's kind of bizarre. Like I said, in retrospect, I need to feel suspicious of day one, but for some reason I wasn't. And then came what was really crazy. So about a week ago, some kids started saying that, hey, my computer can't run the Elgato, I really appreciate it, and I sent it back to you so your dad can return it. And he goes, wait, what computers does everybody have? Everybody has an i9 or an i7. He goes, hold on, and orders 12, like $2,000. This kid is well over $30,000. Kids on Xbox in like a little bit different. I love my Xbox friends, but you would never catch me spending $31,000 to buy everybody a laptop or like everybody at Elgato. So we're like, wow, this kid is super generous. And at this point, I tell him, I pull him aside and said, hey man, I need to talk to your dad. Like, I have to thank him. There's no way I can keep letting this happen. Like, I have to speak to him. Oh yeah, my dad travels on business a lot. That's why I'm always up so late. Because I have to talk to him about what to do with the clan. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's fine. And so I thought. So after that, about 2 more weeks go by, and then it's a new month. Like, we kind of so by the time the new month, but it was still like hanging in. It was about a month at this point. Nothing crazy had happened since. Gaming team. And then one day, I'm sitting in class, and I get called to the office, and everyone from our Xbox clan is there, except for the kid. And we walk in, and there's these people there, and we don't recognize them, except they look kind of like the kid. So I'm pretty smart. I can deduct these are the kid's parents, and I don't know what's going on, but I think we're in trouble. And the principal kind of says, all right, we're going to question all of you separately, but we need to talk to you about some stuff. Is that all right? And all of us are like, yeah, sure, no problem. We didn't think anything was wrong. We're like, wow, what's going on? Like, I don't know what's going on. This is weird. So they start pulling us in one at a time, and they start kind of asking, like, you know this kid? Yeah. That's not the other kid. Hey, he's saying that you guys all coerced him into buying you things. Is that what happened? And I was like, no. Really rich wanted to sponsor our gaming team, and he started sending us stuff. Like, he asked for our addresses and started sending us stuff. And she's like, oh, okay, well, all right, thank you. And obviously, all of us had the same story. None of us were like, yeah, we did actually do anything, okay? We started sending stuff. Like, it wasn't like that at all. So they pull us all apart separately, and obviously we all have the same story. They're basically trying to see if we're like lying or like trying to get I guess what had happened was mom got her credit card, right? It saw $31,000 worth of purchases. And I went to a pretty affluent school, so like a credit card with that limit sounds insane, but it was relatively normal for my school. So she sees this and immediately confronts him, and he breaks down crying and starts saying that all of his Xbox friends forced him into buying this stuff. Like, we held him down and we're like, you need to buy us this stuff, we won't be your friends anymore. So they obviously contacted the school to try to figure this out. The school's like, interesting. Well, let's talk to the kids. So all of us kind of are like, no, that's definitely not what happened. This kid just started buying us stuff for no reason, and like, this is insane. So we kind of come back into the room all together, and his parents are there, and his parents are kind of like, tell us what happened. Like, we want to hear from you too. So I end up telling them the story about what happened. How we joined our gaming team and then sent everybody, this stuff in the monitors. And we were like, oh, thank you. And then out of nowhere, he goes out and he's like, oh, thank you. And then one person had a computer, so had everybody a laptop. His mom then started crying. Like, I stole $30,000 from my credit card. There's another way that we can get the stuff back. Like, we have the stuff back so we can try to return it. And we're like, everybody knows how it is frantically. A lot of people had thrown away their boxes because it had been like a month on the monitors. And his parents ended up selling a lot of the stuff to us. Like, we could buy it at a discounted price, which, I mean, we didn't have to do. Like, obviously, if I wanted to slam the door on his mom's face and be like, screw off, your son stole, lol, good luck, like, I